topic is sulfadoxine of today's discussion, and we'll talk about the medicinal of the sulfadoxine. We'll talk about the structure, we'll talk about the mechanism of action, IUPAC, SAR, synthesis, therapeutic uses, and ETC. Now, what is ETC? Well, whatever remains here and whatever is confusion in your brain, just jot that in the comment section. Means that just write that in the comment section in the shape of question, so we'll come for the answers and we will discuss there also. So in short, we'll discuss with you guys whenever we get the time and we're free and Allah grants us. So we'll discuss with you guys, okay? So feel free to ask us anything, anytime, anywhere. As we get the time, we'll try our level best to answer. Coming to the point, sulfadoxine, its structure. Structure is a bit complex, like we're supposed to memorize the structure because we're asked in exams to draw the structure, whether it is viva or a simple any type of question is there. So we are asked in the structure about the structures to draw the structure. So how will we draw? Simple. I will tell you guys the trick that you will feel relaxed while drawing the structure. You'll not be confused anymore then. Now, what is that trick through which we will get the structure in a very easy way? First of all, look at the structure. What you see here in the structure, just concentrate here. Here is amino group and here is benzene. With the benzene, when you see amino group like this, it is actually called PABA, okay? This is sulfur and oxygen, sulfur dioxide and NH ammonia amino group. So then we have a benzene ring like structure having nitrogen here and then carbon in between. Then this is actually called as pyrimidine, and here is actually a kind of substitution, methoxy, okay? First of all, you got these points here. Now let's come towards the point that actually is going to help us to draw this structure in a very easy way without feeling any sort of hesitation. So well, the trick name that I have given to this structure, to this drug, which is actually helping me to memorize and to just write the structure in a very easy way. So now this trick name is actually the name that is actually helping me now, okay? So from now onwards, I'm suggesting you guys that don't memorize sulfadoxine as sulfadoxine. Learn this by this name. This is the trick name. That is actually sulfadoxine. From now onwards, call sulfadoxine like PABA analog is sulfadoxine and pyrimidine derivative is sulfadoxine. So this is a trick name. Now by means of this trick name, you will become able to draw the structure in a very easy way. I hope you're getting my points, what I'm saying to you guys. Well, so let's go through this trick name. After that, we'll go through the structure, how to draw a structure by means of this trick name in an easy way. Well, now what is PABA? We know this point. I told you here also. PABA is actually whenever you see a benzene ring having a amino group attached on the para position, that is called as PABA. Analog, we know when something is a bit, same like a structure, having a structure similarity, that is actually called analog. Then we have SD. For now, according to this lecture, you will consider this SD as sulfur dioxide. And you know about the pyrimidine, we have been discussing this. Whenever we see a structure like this in the medicinal, we call that as pyrimidine. Okay, this is pyrimidine with us. And for now, consider this next SD as like two oxygens. Two oxygens with a methyl group, means get it like methoxy. 2-methoxy. So this is actually a trick that is going to help you guys. Don't feel yourself confused here. So feel relaxed, okay? Now, by means of this name, I'm going to draw the structure, okay? Just concentrate. Now, what I got from the name? I got from the name like PABA, and the log is SD, pyrimidine derivative is SD. PABA analog is SD, means PABA analog is actually sulfadoxine. PABA analog is sulfadoxine and pyrimidine derivative. PABA analog is sulfadoxine and pyrimidine derivative is sulfadoxine. Actually, this sulfadoxine is derivative of pyrimidine and it is actually analog of sulfadoxine, because I got this trick while I was studying or while I was going through the details of sulfadoxine drug, okay? So from that study, I got this trick. This trick is actually totally relevant to the topic, relevant to the structure. Now you will see how it is relevant, because of this structure, this name, you will be able to draw the structure. So coming to the structure without wasting any time, here we got PABA. First of all, draw the PABA in a horizontal position. So here is our PABA, benzene ring having amino on the PABA position, para amino, And here we got another bond. Why? Because we have sulfadoxine. Now just go for sulfur dioxide. One is sulfur and dioxide must be this way. And then we have the next point, pyrimidine derivative. So I'm looking to the name. From the name, I'm just drawing the structure. So pyrimidine derivative, draw the pyrimidine like this, again in horizontal position. Here we got nitrogen, then we got here by benzene ring. First of all, I must go through the benzene ring. So we have this benzene ring. Now what you are supposed to do in the benzene ring, how will you modify the benzene ring? Simple. You will just have a split here, draw here N, then come here, have another N, because between the two N you must be having one carbon, and then that benzene ring will become actually the pyrimidine. This is the trick to memorize the pyrimidine. Okay, we got. Then we have the next name, that is SD, means sulfur dioxide. Actually, two oxygens here are here, and I told you guys these two oxygens will be with the methyl. So it means, in short, consider this SD for 2-methoxy, and those 2-methoxy will be here. Now, another thing that you guys must remember, these all actually come when you practice a lot. Okay, these structures were the tricks. So these tricks plus practice will make you a kind perfect, like while going through the structure in anywhere in exams or in viva, blah blah blah. So here we got the structure a bit complete, but a bit is remaining still, because we are not getting anything from the trick name anymore. And this is actually the point that is actually going to help you guys in further more structures when you're going through. So whenever you see structure, they are combining two structures, two things are actually joining together. That joining, that junction will be actually amino again. Okay. And then here again, just have amino. So your structure is now complete. How? Like, just go through structure and compare amino group, benzene ring, sulfur dioxide, NH, and here is our complete pyrimidine with the methoxy. Okay, so this is how I got the entire structure. How I got? Very simple. I told you in the beginning that we are having the drug name sulfadoxine. From now onward, don't call sulfadoxine just sulfadoxine. Learn this sulfadoxine by this name. PABA analog is sulfadoxine and pyrimidine derivative is sulfadoxine. Now, from where I got this trick name, I gave it this trick name from my side, but I got this trick name while I was going through the study, while I was going through the structure in detail. So here, from this trick name, you can get all the things here. Now, PABA, here is PABA, sulfadoxine, here is sulfadoxine, pyrimidine is here, and the remaining SD, I just wrote it for myself because it was giving me like a sense of two oxygens. If two oxygens are there, with what they are there? Then they're there with methyl. Don't confuse yourself here. Okay, just you can have another trick here also, that whatever suits you, you can put that at the end of this trick name also. Anyways, in short, you can have your own trick name. I'm just giving you guys a track to memorize the structures in an easy way. Now it is up to you guys how you're getting the track and how you're going on the track and going towards your destination. Well, so I got the trick name, then from the trick name I got the entire structure. How? Like, from the PABA, I was going through this name, then I was drawing the structure. PABA is here. This is our benzene with amino on para position. So this is called PABA. So I got the PABA, then I got the sulfadoxine, then I just got the pyrimidine with a methoxy. And I told you then that whenever there is a junction between two things, they're joining anywhere in any structure approximately, okay, in most of the cases. So we actually have amino there in between those two moieties or those two structures. So like this, we are done with the sulfadoxine structure. I hope you got the structure. Still, if there is a kind of confusion, feel free to ask us in the comment box. Okay, now let's come towards the mechanism of action of this sulfadoxine. Now, what is the mechanism of action? Very simple. This is the entire pathway that is actually leading towards the synthesis of the DNA. So first of all, I will give you a kind of briefing about this pathway. Then we'll come towards the drug, its mechanism of action. Now, what is this pathway talking about? Very simple. We have PABA and pyridine. When these two interact, they will synthesize dihydroteroic acid by means of an enzyme, dihydroteroid synthase. Okay, this enzyme is important for the combination of these two into this. Now, when this dihydroteroic acid wants to convert into dihydrofolic acid, it will take the help of dihydrofolate synthase. Then we have dihydrofolic acid On this, another enzyme will actually act, that is known as dihydrofolate reductase, which will convert a dihydro into tetrahydrofolate, because it is actually a kind reductase enzyme. So it will increase the number of hydrogens, dihydro to tetra 4 hydrogen. So this will be actually tetrahydrofolic acid synthesized, also called as simply folic acid. Then this folic acid will undergo the somehow pathway to synthesize purine and pyrimidine. Okay, you can say it's a kind of cofactor, and it will be a substrate for something. So in short, so it is actually helping the entire pathway towards the purine and pyrimidine synthesis. So this is how the purine and pyrimidines are actually synthesized, by means of this pathway. And we know purine pyrimidine, when synthesized, they are actually used for the DNA and RNA. We can say the genetic material of particular thing. So now here we're talking about the plasmodium. So we're giving this sulfadoxine in case anti-malarial. When we are treating malaria, so we are going through the sulfadoxine. Now what sulfadoxine is doing, it is actually inhibiting the synthesis of malarial, or you can say plasmodial DNA. You can say in short, plasmodium DNA won't be synthesized when we indicate sulfadoxine. So now what it is doing, simple, it actually comes and interacts with the dihydroteroate synthase enzyme. This enzyme is actually inhibited. What will happen then? Simple, the enzyme is not available anymore to interact with these two, to convert them into dihydro, then to dihydrofolic acid, then to a complete folic acid, tetrahydro. You can say in short, at the end there won't be the synthesis of purines and pyrimidines. So if there is no purine and pyrimidine, there is no DNA. So this is how sulfadoxine is actually showing its action, the mechanism of action. I hope you got the understandings. Now let's come towards the IUPAC of the sulfadoxine. How to give this IUPAC name? Before moving that, let me tell you people about this point before moving towards that portion. Guys, go through this. What is this? +9234080600081 for the remaining lecture. Ask me here.